We're in.
Hello, welcome.
Hey, we did it. We're back. We got
We're
it
back.
working, I think. I think last week's has got all kinds of like technical glitches that you can see for posterity.
It does. It does. It's not bad though. We start out fine and we keep the voice pretty much the whole way through. I was reviewing it just a little bit earlier today. One thing that I did mention last time was that they were going to be redoing the tower. T-Mobile was going to redo the tower.
Right.
And they were going to do it up. Well, yesterday at about 3 a.m. I lost internet, and I'm using this guy, which looks awfully familiar. If you look at the article that I've got, and I'm sorry, I've got the NVIDIA broadcast up here on my shared screen because I'll get to that in a little bit. But it looks a lot like this guy, right? Those look the same. Yeah. There was a firmware update that bricked my home internet.
Oh dear.
So
what? The firmware messed you up? What?
Yes.
That's a nasty way to go.
Isn't that interesting?
That's very interesting. How did you know it was the firmware? What told you it was the firmware?
So this article. So yesterday I didn't really play with it too much because I'm just using my phone as a hotspot, and everything's fine, it's working. That led me to believe that it was something wrong with the device, and so I looked around, and sometimes the devices can overheat. They've got RAM in them. They're running their own little stack inside. They're kind of neat, but I didn't find this article until today, and I called in, and I found the article between the time I called into T-Mobile service and when they called me back, because they were having, they had a large call volume. So they had to call me back. And this is part of the reason why. So it turns out that there was a a firmware update that got out to more than 30,000 customers.
Oh
I was
dear.
one of the lucky ones, and they're sending me a new device because it's fully
Holy
bricked.
smokes.
They're gonna
Whoa.
have to do it internally. There's not a user serviceable fix for it.
Holy smokes. Oh
So
wow. They brick their own devices.
right, because devices like this, they get their updates over the air, right? OTA.
Right.
Um, and that's a good thing because you don't have to send um, people out to actually do updates, physical updates on the devices.
True,
But
true.
it's also kind of a bad thing in that when they don't wake up after the fact, you're kind of stuck.
Yes, right.
So anyway, that's where I'm at.
Wow.
Uh, Yay! But I should get one. They're going to next day air it, but because the weekend's here, it's probably going to be tomorrow. I mean, Monday before I get it.
Monday. Wait, is
But
Monday an off day though? No, no,
um,
Monday's not the holiday. It was last Monday. No, no.
is this Monday a holiday as well? Maybe it's Tuesday. I get it. I don't know. My son's off all of next week
It's
for
like
spring
President's
break
Day
in
or
New York.
something. I thought it was
Ah,
President's Day or something. That means no
okay.
mail, no US mail.
There you go.
But
So
maybe there's still FedEx and Amazon and all those guys still.
there we go. Yeah, don't know. But anyway, that's what I've been doing. So I apologize. I believe that at the end of our call last time, I said I was going to look into some NNTP because we were talking about, what time is
Yes.
it?
Yes.
I will have to do that at a later show.
Ah,
But
okay.
something that I have done recently
Uh-huh.
is NVIDIA Broadcast is something that I'm using. The camera that you're seeing from me is coming through this NVIDIA Broadcast, and I love this. It's such an interesting use of technology. But so they've got this beta um, feature called eye contact. Let me turn it
Uh-huh.
on, and then you can kind of see how it works because I'm not looking at the camera anymore. I'm looking around, but it sort of looks like my eyes are still looking at the camera because
Oh.
they're deep faking my eye so that it's looking at the camera
Oh.
in real time.
Hmm. Yeah, so I'm seeing what I'm on the video over here, and I'm seeing over here. Hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
Isn't that
interesting.
isn't that interesting and fun? So I
AI,
move it up
AI in
here and I'm
action
looking and
again.
it still looks like, there's some delays, and of course my glasses are making it hard to see, but I'm actually looking at a lot of different places, but it keeps there we go. With the with the glare, it kind of is trickling back and forth. But that's kind of I thought that was kind of fun because they're doing it real time. They also have this vignette, which is kind of fun. It's like a spotlight. So if you
Huh.
haven't looked at the NVIDIA broadcast tools and you're running an RTX, any of the more recent, like mine is a 2070. So any of the more recent NVIDIA video cards, you can run this yourself and give it a try.
Wow. That is cool.
It's actually what's doing my background now as well. So
All righty.
auto
Meanwhile,
frame, zoom in.
speaking of the AI stuff, which I was going to try to see how fast it was to set up a Chat GPT from scratch. Um, and just so you know, let me share my screen so you can see,
Sure.
and we'll try to do it sort of from scratch. Let me know if you can see the screen. Let me put my mural thing down over here. There's
I
Chat
am.
GPT.
I
Essentially, this
see.
is the target to get to this point where we can say, uh, tell me a story like Uncle Larry. I'm just curious. What would it say? Oh, this is what happens a lot. An error exists. Regenerate response. Only one message at a
Oh,
time. This is what's been happening a lot, by the way, because it's so busy. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So, that notwithstanding, let me take out one of my open things over here. Let me see. Let me find one of my guys that doesn't have an account yet. So here's a good one. This one is which account? It's in my M365 Chicago. Okay, I know that doesn't
Okay.
have an account yet. So first, by the way, if you want to get that stuff working, let me show you something real quick. Let me go to Microsoft, because some folks are saying it's like, well, now it's a battle between Microsoft and Google for the Bing. Oh, we were going to
Right.
go to Bing and
Oh
and
yeah.
and Bing.com. That was the first place we were going to go to. And we were going to see, I think though, the Bing.com AI only works. Here we go. Introducing the
Yeah.
new Bing. I need to throw a dinner party. So there we go. So we can go try it over here. And there's the results. News
There
about
we go.
throwing a party. So I'm going to say it's like, I need to tell a nice nursery, no, a nice bedtime story. Story for Uncle Larry. Here we go. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
Bedtime. Let me fix bedtime. It knows spelling. And check it out. How to tell a good bedtime story.
20
All right.
perfect 20 perfect bedtime stories. Best
Okay.
15. There you go.
This is great. That's pretty good. That's not so bad. Let me go back in really quick and go into my Office 365, which of course I have to sign in again. Probably going to MFA me, but we'll see what happens. MFA me, MFA me, MFA me. Hey, that sounds like a song. MFA me, MFA me. I'm a fame. What you do when you can't log in? Do 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 do. Hold on a second. Now we're going to get hit. We're using music. Hold on a second. Okay, there we go. I'm in.
I
I
think
didn't
you're
have
okay
I'm a
as long as
fame.
you don't sing the happy birthday song because
That's
they're pretty
true.
litigious.
That's true. So hang on a second. So let me go over here really quick to Power Apps.
There we
So I'd
go.
like to show you, because when I started seeing all this stuff that's being announced by Microsoft, and they're doing this and that, and you saw Bing and all that, and then you realize, like, wait a minute, did this come out of the blue? It's almost like there was an article out there that was comparing. Remember, I was saying the VHS versus Betamax. We
Right.
talked about that possible thing. Well, Google's doing something, and Microsoft apparently is doing something different. I didn't realize they were doing something different. I thought they were using the same protocols, and they were just using it's all open source, I thought, and they were just going through. Turns out, not so much. Now, here's the reason. On Microsoft's side, when I look
Ah,
at this thing over here called AI models,
yes, sir.
and you saw earlier, maybe in the picture, you saw something with Figma and all that, but let's take a look at this
Yeah.
first, just an example. Right. So if I do try to do, see there, I can start a free trial, but if I go new AI model, all right, here's the concept. The concept of these AI models, extracting information from invoices, doing an OCR, receipts, business cards, all that stuff. All this like model recognition, structured
Right.
data, or like take a look at images, for example, detect custom objects and images and all that stuff. All of this is from the Open AI standard. And apparently Microsoft's been at this since at least 2019,
Yes.
at least officially.
I
That's a
know that
while back.
they were doing sentiment analysis. Had a client that was using that we used one of their streaming models to be able to pick out one user story was we wanted to pick out when goals were scored in a soccer match, um,
Right.
so that we could target ads just after the goals were scored because people are feeling good.
Right.
And so that was one of the user stories. But anyway.
Exactly. So I'm going to go over here. See, it says over here, and it recognized that I'm back, but I'm not really back. It just knows that I'm here in this browser. So let me go. I'm going to sign up with a new account. I'm going to continue with this Microsoft account, with the M365 Chicago account.
Gotcha. And that's openai.com.
That's right. Now, see over here, I'm going to say, no thanks. I need a new profile. 1 second. There we go. It remembers. 1 second. The Microsoft account. Oh, it's doing Microsoft account. It should have
Uh,
been a work account. I see. I see what it's trying.
yeah.
It's trying to do MSN. So
Yeah.
let me go back. Or sign in options. Sign in with interesting. Let me
Dynamic
go
schedule.
back. Let me start this over. 1 second. And try to go to OpenAI. I want see that says Microsoft account. So let me just put the email address directly.
Right.
Here we go. And the password, I get to make up the password. Oh, so it's making it fresh. So let me go.
No. Down at the bottom it says don't have an account, sign up. That's what you want to do.
That's what I want to do. Exactly.
There you go.
All right. And now let me continue with this email address. And now I'm going to create my account. Here we go. Oh, I'm sorry. It's my password. 1 second.
It's all right.
Nobody can see that password and continue.
Hey, that's got more than 5 letters.
It sure
That's
does.
good.
That's I tend to do it that way. I tend to go and now it's sent an email to myself. All right, let's go back over here to home, which means let me go to my Outlook. Hopefully there's no compromising email in there. Let's go see. So we're doing the steps, by the way. You got to get an open, in order to do Chat GPT, you need to have an OpenAI account. So here we go. And there it is.
There you go.
And opening. Verify the email address. Here we go. We can't check the safety right now. Let's try this one more time. Let's go verify. All right, I get this.
Overwhelmed.
I've been getting this also of late.
That is interesting.
Let me try again. But I think that's the here we go. The internet's busy today.
3rd time's the charm. There you go.
Yep. Internet's busy today. And by the way, because things are so, remember that our cloud, here we go. Let's go. This is me now, but this is me as M365 Chicago.
Nice.
And my number, let me go do this over here.
Do it on,
Stand
yeah.
by.
555-888-1212.
You got it. And it just
Oh,
sent
I'm
me a
sorry.
code.
It's 888-555-1212. That I always get those wrong.
It just sent me a code, and of course, this doesn't matter what the code is because it changes every time. Oh, nope, not. Hey, there we go. All right. Let's see. I'm conducting. I'm a content creator. Sure.
Content creator.
Sure, that's me. Okay. We're grateful. All right. So now I'm onboarded. Not you. Go back. If you're a journalist, all right, that's fine. So let's go. Let's go here. Let's go see it.
Well, no. It says I don't know that they let you in.
Let's find out. Let's try it. And hopefully I didn't muck this up. I should be in. Oh, it's asking me again.
Right. So when you say that you're a journalist or a content creator, they dropped you into a bucket where they wanted you to talk to somebody.
Oh, okay. So I'll say, all right, fine. I'm just using it for myself.
Right.
All right. And take a look. ChatGPT is coming to our API soon to stay updated. And there it is. So here it is. I mean, you can actually start doing some stuff right now. Generate text, and they're giving you how to do it. This is more of the programming bits. But now, if I go to ChatGPT, let's go find it. And let's go in there. And let's
Try Chat GPT. Yeah.
try ChatGPT and see that it's checking, it's logging me back into the OpenAI. See that?
Yes. Ah, and
Putting
they're
me back
using
in there.
Cloudflare to
Aha,
verify
how
that
about it? I just verified I'm a human.
you're a real person.
Log in with OpenAI. You log in, yes. See,
Oh,
see what that is. See what it did. And of course,
yes.
it's making me do it again. And maybe it still didn't. Hey, interesting. It didn't save it. Some of these things are practiced, right? They force you not to save. This is a free research preview. Okay. Conversations may improve our systems. Don't share sensitive information. Share your feedback on the Discord server. All right. Here we go. I'm all set. Now let's maybe ask that question again. How do I tell a nice bedtime story? Uncle Larry. All right, let's see what happens. Sure, I'd be happy to help you tell a nice bedtime story for Uncle Larry. Here's a story you could try. Here we go.
There we go.
Once upon a time, there was a kind of adventurous old man. I'm sorry, named Larry. He had lived a long and exciting life filled with many adventures and experiences. One night, he was getting ready to go to bed, and he thought back of the amazing things he had seen and done in his life, and he felt grateful for all the wonder. Hey, this guy's spot on. I'm sorry. As he closed his eyes to go to sleep, he began to dream about his favorite adventures. In his dream, he found himself in the long and winding road. It's looking at my internet and led deep into a dense forest. Okay, wait a minute. And he felt right now Raquel's looking at this. Is like that you're writing my script for me. As he's walking down the magical creature. Creature was friendly and kind. It led Uncle Larry to a clearing behind a forest. Wait a minute, I don't like where this is going.
Yeah.
He
So
found a group of animals behind a campfire. This is not going well. Wait a minute. Oh no, wait a minute. Let's see. Uncle Larry sat down and the animals listened. I have to make this bigger. I think I have to make this text bigger. Shall
no,
we?
it's fine. It's good.
Okay.
So
But
one
take
thing,
a look what it just did.
yeah,
The end.
it did a pretty good job.
Now,
One thing that has been done recently is I saw that someone had asked the ask it to write a song for them, and they performed the song.
oh,
And
my-
so that's people are trying this with different things. It is actually
Sure.
pretty cool.
So just so you know, obviously the obvious things for this is like those bots that talk back to you, including Alexa, will now
Right.
be more conversational. Will
Yes.
probably have this kind of ability. There's no doubt about it. They already had algorithms that generated this, but this is like how long did it take for how do I tell a nice bedtime story for Uncle Larry before it
Well,
actually spit out its response?
and it
That
was
was
able
like
to
little
pick out
script.
that Uncle Larry was the subject. You know, it has a lot of it. There are a lot of small
Oh,
individual
by the way,
pieces
voting.
that came together to do a good job.
Right. What would the ideal answer have been if I knew
Wouldn't have
that
asked.
I would not have asked? Okay. Let's see if the AI is smarmy. Submit feedback. Nope, they're gonna take that, and you're like,
Yeah, no, you just put a training.
I just
You
put a
just
training
trained it to be smarmy.
You're right,
So
to be smarmy.
somebody else is
Exactly.
going to ask, "Hey, how can I tell a story to my child?" And
Okay.
they're going to say, "If I knew
How
that,
can
I would."
I tell a smarmy story to Uncle Larry? Let's see if it knows smarmy. And nothing happened. It's thinking. Oh yeah, that's
Yeah, it's
the
thinking.
dots. The dots is thinking. There we go. The dot says it's thinking. It's thinking, not drinking.
Now,
And
one of
hold
the
on, something happened. What's going on?
scroll down. Maybe you need to scroll to the bottom.
There we go.
There we go.
I'm sorry, but as an AI language model, it is not my programming to provide content. It is intentionally insulting or disrespectful to others.
There you go.
Okay, applause. We got to have applause here. Did you see what it just did? It said, okay, I said a smarmy story. Apparently, it considers smarminess as disrespectful
And insulting.
and insulting. So I'm going to
So
say no.
so
What did Deal answer said to first understand that smarmy does not necessarily mean insulting or bad. Learn the nuance. Apply the nuance. Thank you. And just submit feedback. There we go. So here I am teaching the AI to take over my content creation abilities here.
there you go. Very cool.
That's actually pretty interesting how it did that. Also, the UI, by the way, wasn't exactly friendly. We didn't know that we had to scroll down to go see the answer instead of like having a little new messages sort of link.
Right.
It said you got some stuff going on there. You noticed. Probably because I should have been in dark mode. You probably no, even dark mode's worse. Yikes!
Right.
You can barely see the scroll bar that's over here. Back to light mode here for a moment.
Now, what is that called? That's the bar
the theme. Oh, this is the scroll bar.
And down. No, I know it's a scroll bar, the whole thing.
Oh, you mean the pointer bar, the one that says
the thing that you're moving up and down.
There we go. This guy.
Ask it. So what's the name of the bar that moves up and down in a scroll bar? See if it's smarter than we are, because that's not hard. I mean, come on, that's not a high bar. Oh, not next to the scroll bar, but in the scroll bar, but that's fine.
Let's see what it says. Bar moves up and down scroll bar is commonly referred to as the thumb or scroll thumb, part of the scroll bar, which allows you to scroll through the content of a web page by dragging the thumb up and down. The scroll bar typically includes elements such as the up and down arrows. How about it?
So they call it a thumb.
It's a thumb. So hey, we learned something. How about this?
Yes, we did.
Write a blog about what was that topic you wanted to do? Was it NFTs? No, not NFTs. And NNTP.
Oh, NNTP, yeah.
About NNTP for fifth graders. Hey, fifth graders. Check it out. Have you ever heard it? It says Transfer Network News Protocol. It's a fancy name for a way people talk to each other and share the news information. Before we had social media and instant messaging, people would use something called news groups. Hey, remember those? News groups were like online bulletin boards. And NTP was a protocol. Well, check it out. It's writing the blog right now. We're going to post it into, I can't say Raquel's school. Raquel's not in the fifth grade anymore. Oh, Raquel's grown up.
So I apologize. There's only one N in NTP. We wanted NTP, not NNTP.
Yes.
Not the Network News Transfer Protocol. That was like UDP. You remember UDP?
Right.
Not UDP. Usenet. That's what I meant. Usenet.
So check it out. So there you have it. It's finishing up. I'm going to let it finish because it went all this way to give us an answer.
It did. It did a good job. There was a user error.
About NTP.
Yep.
For Uncle Larry. There we go. Hello there, Uncle Larry. It calls you out.
And there we go.
About the clocks on your computer, phone, and other devices. This is where NTP comes in. The Network Time Protocol. Here we go. First developed in the 1980s, the way to ensure computer networks had consistent accurate time. Hey, it figured it out that we met NTP. We met NTP, not no other NTP, not network. What was it? Not the network transfer protocol. It could have thought, but no.
Yes.
Check it out. Or clocks to detect the variations to keep the device clocked in sync with master time. It's now used by millions of devices around the world. Smartphones and smartwatches, essential for keeping computer.
All
And I like reading
synchronized.
it really fast. And so there you have it. I like see how. Wait a minute. Did you see the
Yeah.
pattern? So there you have it. Seems to be somebody's cultural affinity added to this conversational piece. So it keeps saying, and there you have it.
And there you have it.
And
So
there
there you
you
have it.
have it. And there you have
Yeah.
it.
So it has a template, and it's filling the template out.
It does have a template. It's sort of like it probably has like even a checklist. When you're doing a blog about something, there's going to be a subject, an about, a history. In other
Yep.
words, cover these pieces, and you would have covered the
A
system and the
solid framework.
definitions, right?
Yes.
And then
How to
have a conclusion. Conclusion is there you have it. And if a person is identified, or if a group of people have identified, you sure insert that person and give them the summary. Boom.
There we go. Boom, boom.
What? That was ridiculous. Hold on a second. How about this?
It's pretty good.
Write me a VB.net program that will pick stocks from a list. Let's see what it does. I said VB.net. But I can provide you an example of how to pick a stock list from in VB.net. Here's sample code that you can use to create. Check it out. Check it out, dude.
There we
Watch.
go.
Check it out.
So it's adding them to the
But look at this, though. What's that? What do you see up there, sir?
copy code. That's right.
That's right. Hey, bring this to Code Wars and see what happens. Remember that Code Wars thing that we did? And remember how we
That's
were like
right.
voting? It's like, and they gave us a different result. Wouldn't it be
Yes.
cool to go back there? Maybe we'll not today, but let's go back there and let's do our thing just like this. And then this time we're going to chat GPT and see if he comes up with something different. Check this. This uses list of T, right? And by the way, that's not basic.net. That's how do we say it? That's good practice.net to do list of something. That's if you were learning it from scratch, that's not the first thing you learn. That's for sure.
Right. So using collections, that's very nice.
Very nice.
But yeah, so that's what we need to do. I agree. Next time, let's play with Code Wars and Chat GPT. We'll have a head-to-head battle. We'll let them give it a try.
I heard that what was it? Code Assist. What was that one in GitHub?
Copilot.
Copilot. That under the covers, it was this OpenAI that
Yes.
Copilot was using, and they didn't exactly tell us what it was, but now we know what it is. It was OpenAI all this time. Very nice. That's why this thing looks powerful now, because if they were doing this for the last 2 years on Copilot, clearly they would have had figured this out. Hey, would you like to see this? Show me wait 1 second. How to pick from a list of stocks with Rust.
There we go.
Sure. Here's an example of how you can pick a stock at random from a list. Check it out. There's Rust, sir. Look at that. I can see immutable stocks. There we go. And there's some stocks. There's your range, your trade range. And there's shuffling. And it's picking the stocks. And the stock picked is print line, your pick stock. I bet you can copy this into your code right now, Larry. And that's it. Your job is done for today.
There we go. And it also it does a good job in order to
Oh, it explains it too. Check it out. Look at this.
Explain it. Yeah. That's nice.
Huh.
Very cool.
Show me a Power App function that formats dates for Germany. Let's see. Here's now Power App's function that formats date for Germany. Check it out.
Wait, it's actually doing it.
Holy smokes. How about this? What is the best?
It's still working. Hang on. Giving you more.
Okay. I'm gonna ask this question. I just want to go completely weird, but check it out. It's still explaining to me. It's
There we
it's not
go.
mansplaining. It's bot-splaining to me.
Bot-splaining.
There's
Yeah.
mansplaining and there's bot-splaining. Here we go. I don't have personal opinions. However, I think Raquel has an opinion. But hold on a second. Oh, Raquel, your opinion. Check out what it's calling out.
Oh,
One
Full Metal
Piece.
Alchemist is definitely. Yeah.
I asked it, what's the best manga comic in the world? And it says, I don't have an opinion. However, these are the most popular that are probably considered good.
Excuse me? And there's no
Check it out.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventures? I am
No,
insulted.
JoJo's is number 9.
JoJo's here.
Number 9?
Number 9.
Unacceptable.
One Piece, number 1. Naruto, number 2. What?
Yeah, Attack on
Really?
Titan.
Okay, Full Metal Alchemist.
Full Metal Alchemist. I'm definitely on 2. Death Note, I'm on 2. JoJo's. Bleach. I like Bleach.
Bleach, of course.
Not a big Sailor Moon fan. I'm sorry, everybody.
Oh man.
But yeah, I
this
mean,
is ChatGPT. Maybe we have to tell it. No, you forgot.
Yeah, no, I think that's pretty.
Did I miss Cowboy Bebop from here?
That's not a manga though. That's
that's true. It's not
that's
a manga
anime.
comic. That's right. Manga comic is what I said, Raquel.
Right.
I am insulted.
So come back with anime.
You know what you do? This would be a good trapped anime adventure. It's like ask the ChatGPT, and then here's a manga fan looking at ChatGPT's response, and then they get really angry at the response. That sounds like an episode.
Well, actually, I raised my hand because I was gonna say that one of our members. Oh no! One of our members used ChatGPT to write a song for Trapped in Anime in the style of, I don't know, Eminem or something like that, but it was like a rap. And it was very interesting. But I heard that they essentially nerfed the free version, so the pro version is going to be like the more powerful way. But we are very interested in ChatGPT. It's very cool.
Yes.
Here we go. Look, it's a script. Raquel, look, it's a script. In a small apartment, day. Exactly where all your Trapped in Anime scripts take place, Raquel. They all take place in a small apartment most of the time. With a couch and a TV in the room. Wait a minute. Has it been watching your shows lately?
That's I think it's true.
Cat named Kiki.
Oh, naturally. That's Kiki's delivery service.
Uh-oh. Who's Jason, though?
I have no idea who Jason is.
It created Jason. Why not? Look. It's a script. Check it out. And the cat is speaking.
Oh,
look at this.
Oh,
humans are trying to control us, make us their pets. We don't want part of it. Oh, I see. But I don't want to control it. I want to be your friend. I guess I'll give it a try. Kiki and her group of cats take Jason on an adventure through the city, showing him their world. So there's the script for you right there.
It always has to be. It has to be always a minute or less for us now because we have to do really fast content.
Yes.
So if I should stop generating and say that is only for that'll be only for a minute. I think if I do that,
right.
A 30-second script.
And the main character is usually Joe.
With Joe and the cat, starring Joe. If I say starring Joe, then I bet it'll put Joe's name in there.
This is gonna be this is gonna stay public, right? This live stream, so I can show the team.
Yes, you absolutely can.
Great.
You can actually. This will be here. So now I have it. I can save this. I can actually copy this text and send it.
Oh boy.
And then here we go. I'm gonna copy it. Copy. Hey, how do we copy this? There's a way to do it.
So start copying at the top.
From here.
Right there. Yeah. Start. Start at W. Okay, now scroll down, hold the Shift
Um,
key down, and click at the very end of the text you want to copy,
oh
and
yeah,
it'll copy from
that
there.
should work, right? It
Yep.
still does. Thank you. There we go. Let me go paste it into the chat here. Where is the chat? Where is the chat? Where'd you go? Where'd you
Somewhere
go?
else.
Where'd you go? Here we go. You're in here somewhere. And I see your picture. And of course, it's really tiny up over here. And of course, now I can't make it bigger. So, which means I have to do this.
Yep.
Or worse, I got
There.
to do this. There we go.
I
And
said
I'll go into the
hello
chat.
or hey, and that should pop it up so
And
that you
I'm
can
going
see
to
it.
put it in here. And oh, come on, give me control. Slowly but surely. Here we go. Control. Will it fit? Let's go see if it fits. Yes, it's all there, Raquel. Come and get it.
Ta-da.
Oh boy. Thanks.
Crossovers. Gotta love them.
It's good, the crossover. You know, I think we should have those folks on this show and we should interview them, I think. They
I think
gotta
that
tell
would be
us,
fun.
how the heck do you make a freaking living on the internet?
Well,
They'll tell us, and then they're going to turn around and say, when as soon as you give
Oh.
us a job, we'll tell you.
we're working on that. We got brand deals and everything. We had gushers at one point.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
So you know, this might have been a little funny, but Raquel, think of a time when all of them can be available. We'll try to make time to meet with you guys.
All right,
So,
I'll let you know.
Possible future show. We're going to promo an actual internet production company. You know, sorry Hollywood, but they're doing it without you.
It doesn't have to be at this time,
Right?
I mean, you know, this. I know this is when we
It doesn't have to
normally
be
do
at
it.
this exact time. If we do it at this exact time, that's nice. But just let us know if there's a better time. Probably a weekend or something.
Okay, so just so you know, there's like 7 members, including me. So yeah, 7 members.
That's going to make it hard for you to arrange all the video on the stuff. But hey, challenges, you know, that's how it goes.
I can do
maybe
that
we
part.
do it. Yeah, maybe we do it in the Brady Bunch mode. You know.
That's together mode. Together mode.
Together.
Oh yeah.
You can get a good background.
Together mode. We have together mode. Let's see if we can still do together mode over here. Let's see. Do I have together mode still? Where's together mode?
Does it just change it for you or me?
For you? Oh no, we need to have a few more people to do together mode. See, we just have gallery, but that's the way together mode works. If there's more than a few of us, we can do together mode. We can do that.
We'll have to see how that works with OBS.
Yes. Maybe we'll practice.
Cool. All right.
But anyway,
I do have a hard stop,
that's our show. We did some AI stuff. You did some visual stuff, and we did some crazy chat GPT, which is now what everyone's doing. So we're like, you know, we're just joining the bandwagon. I guess.
we're slipstreaming right in behind everyone else.
But it's that easy. So you saw how fast I went from 0 to hero on ChatGPT from an account from scratch. Everyone got to see that, learn from it. Meanwhile, someone is getting free content, learn from that too, whatever it works. Someone who was programming that needed to know this stuff, hey, you're done. Go home.
There we go.
We're set. Wonderful.
All right.
Let's see what happens next week.
Next week we'll
next week the ChatGPT will be in place of us over here talking. Who knows?
Perhaps. It's last thing though. Max Headroom. Do you remember Max Headroom?
Yes.
So you know that most of that was not actually computer generated. That was like physical effects and not computer effects.
Yes.
So all of that is what we're getting to. That's what so you and we could be, you know, out in Hawaii, and we'll have the AI write the script.
Yep.
We'll have deep fakes of our faces doing the script, and we'll be off somewhere else just collecting
There we go. By the way, ChatGPT just said hi to us. Check it out. Hello, Larry and Ralph from cloudtalkshow.com podcast. Great to virtually meet you both. I hope you're doing well and continue to produce great content for your show. Keep up the good work. Yes.
Yay. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a great weekend.
All right, take care. Say bye-bye, ChatGPT. But bye, Raquel, and we'll see you guys in the next time, hopefully, or next show, or next coming show.